Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are proudly celebrating eye creams and eye serums. Now, I feel that eye creams are much maligned and misunderstood in the skincare community. You'll often hear people call them out as being nothing but glorified moisturisers. Whilst that might be the case in some instances, if you look at the people that are saying this, often they're in their teens or their 20s. When you get to your mid-30s, 40s, 50s and beyond, you really start to understand and appreciate the power of an eye cream, especially one that's formulated to deliver maximum benefit. In today's video, I want to share with you my top 3 eye creams and serums that I genuinely think could be game changing in an anti-aging skincare routine. Sit back, relax, let's talk the very best eye creams. Now, before we get into this video, I would love to know your own experiences when it comes to eye creams. Are you totally bought into their value in your skincare routine, or are you still not convinced they're anything more than a good moisturiser? Sound off in the comment section below, because these are just my thoughts, feelings and opinions, and I do want to get that conversation going. Whatever your thought on eye creams, if you like me, you like the channel, and you want to see more skincare content like this, don't forget to reach down and give this video a thumbs up and a like. It's a great way of supporting me as a content creator, because the more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute this video, which just means as many people as possible get to know our Mad About Skin family, and for that, I'm so grateful. Now, I've got a fair amount to say, so let's just cut that waffle and delve straight on in. Now, before we get into this, I want to issue a little bit of a disclaimer. So first of all, my age. I'm now coming into my 37th year here on planet Earth. And whilst some people might think that's ancient by YouTube standards, honestly, if you look at a lot of people creating content, it practically is. Also, that's not that old. You know what I mean? We shouldn't be defined by our age, but we should definitely take it into account when we look at the products that we reach for in our skincare routine. Do I think you need an eye cream maybe in your teens and 20s? Probably not. You might be able to get all the benefits you need from a standard moisturiser you're using on the rest of the face. However, as we age, we do notice the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles around the eye. We seem to be more prone to discoloration, dark circles, and the unfortunate under eye bags. I know from my own experience, now I wake up with a lot more puffiness and inflammation around the eye than I ever did, say, 10 years ago. And so using a targeted eye cream or serum to tackle that can honestly deliver you wonderful benefits. Whatever your age, you don't need an eye cream. It's all about matching the skincare routine you choose to your individual budget, the number of products you want, and the time you have to commit to it. So always bear that in mind. Rather than following the herd of what people say you do actually need, make sure you match the products that you choose to your individual budget and skin concerns. For me, I have learned over the past couple of years that an eye cream is kind of like a non-negotiable, and that's a bit of a full circle moment. It has to be really well formulated though, which is why I want to share with you my personal top 3. There are so many other amazing eye creams that I could mention, but I wanted to choose 3 that are truly available internationally. None of this just available in the UK or hard to get here, there and everywhere. Hopefully wherever you're watching this from, you should be able to get your hands on these products to deliver you some wonderful benefit. I'm going to kick off with what I think has been one of the best discoveries of this year, and it's this. This is the Revolution Skincare Pigment Boost Pigmentation Intense Eye Cream. That is a ridiculously long name, and I think they should have probably chosen something a little snappier than that, but I'll put up with it because the formulation is divine. A lot of people are raving about the Ola Henriksen Banana Eye Cream. That costs like £50 here in the UK. Certainly not affordable or accessible. This is an exact like-for-like dupe, and actually if you look at the benefits you get from this and the formulation, it's probably a little bit better. This is actually the eye cream that I'm wearing under the eye right now, and it kind of does everything all in one product. So it's so nourishing and hydrating. So if you get a little bit of dryness under the eye or even on the eyelids, this will solve it straight away. The eyelid can be super sensitive, so often you'll see products that you can use under the eye, but you can't go anywhere near the eyelid. Really frustrating, because this, for me at least, is one of the areas I'm most dryness prone. This you could use across the whole eye to hydrate you all day long. It's also really nice because it's got some beneficial skincare ingredients that over time will help to improve the texture under the eye, so it'll eliminate some fine lines and wrinkles, smooth everything out. Will also help with any discoloration that you have. You know, discoloration and dark circles aren't going to disappear overnight. You kind of have to invest for the long-term benefits, and you definitely get that with this product. Why I absolutely love it though is because it does give an element of pigment correction instantly. So whilst you're investing for long-term payoff, you get those instant results because it's got a little bit of coloration to it to kind of obscure and hide dark dark circles. It's not like a concealer, it's not thick, it's actually really, really subtle, but the yellow hue to this kind of just counteracts any of that discoloration. I don't know if you can see that if it's picking up on camera, but it's really subtle. It kind of just guarantees you a good skin day. It feels so velvety soft. If you see how that applies to the skin, it melts in and disappears to nothing. It also has zero shimmer to it, which is really, really important, because is anyone else out there really frustrated that when you reach for an anti-aging eye cream, often they've got little bits of mica or pearlescent beads in them? Why do brands think that we want to shimmer the older that we get? This isn't the case, and actually those little pearlescent beads could sit in the fine lines and wrinkles and exacerbate them, which I'm not all about. This is just kind of does it all in one, and the very best thing, £6. That's thinking. Throw away your bougie, luxury and overpriced eye creams. Get this little one in your life, and honestly, you will be sold from the first use. Also, a little goes a long way, and a pot like this will last me like 3 months. So if you're looking to buy them and you kind of only want to pay the shipping once, you can put like 4 in your basket and you've got a year's worth of product, and the expiry date on them is really, really good too. I've linked this in the description box below in case you're wondering where to get it. There's links there for the US, the UK, the European Union, so wherever in the world you are, you can get your hands on this product, and I think for the price point, it genuinely doesn't get better than this. Now, in second position is this. This is the Face Theory Ocuwake Eye Cream. Now, it took me the best part of a year to actually understand how to pronounce this correctly. Now I've finally mastered that. If that isn't worthy of a like, I don't know what is. But you know what, joking aside, this is an absolutely wonderful eye cream. So it works very differently to the Revolution Skincare one that I've just called out. This is great if you're prone to milia, those little white bumps that I think we all get at some point under the eye. These can be triggered by a whole suite of different things. Some people are just naturally prone to them. Hormones can have an impact on it. Using a lot of oils in your skincare routine can exacerbate them. And really, they can become really difficult to remove. People will often prod and poke them, try to like extract them like you would a blackhead, and that doesn't work. And I wouldn't recommend it because it can in the long term lead to scarring. So definitely don't do that. What you need is a very gentle exfoliant used regularly on top of them, and it'll exfoliate the keratin plugs, which is what causing those little bumps, and give you that gorgeous smooth under eye. This has lactic acid in, which is wonderful as that gentle exfoliant. You can use it in one of two ways. You can either use it as a preventative measure to minimize the risk of getting those milia in the first place, or you can use it as a treatment if you've already got them present. I don't currently have any milia thanks to using this as a bit of a preventative, so what I tend to do is on an evening, because I use that Revolution Skincare one on a morning, on an evening I'll just put a little of this under the eye area, and it just prevents any of those little bobbles and bumps from emerging. Also works really well to kind of smooth everything out in the long term, which I love, and it's got some really nice fermented ingredients here which could boost levels of collagen and elastin to ward off any fine lines and wrinkles. So it's got multiple different benefits, which is why I think it deserves a place in this top 3 eye cream video. The only thing I'm going to call out about this one is it hasn't got the longest shelf life. Because Face Theory don't use a whole lot of preservatives in their products, I tend to find once I've opened this, it's probably good for about 3 months. That will get through almost all of the tube, but I usually find I have to throw the very last like 10% away. Not ideal, but you know what, it's really, really affordable when you consider the price that Face Theory are asking for the formulation, so I don't mind that. As a little bit of I did a bit of a scouring for the very best discounts on the market, because Face Theory do usually have a discount going, and if you're a new customer, you can use the discount that I've given in the description box below and get 50% off. So, you know, it's just helping your money go a little bit further, though there's usually a discount you can find if you're not a new customer. There'll be one out there for you. This I absolutely, absolutely love, and I like to pair it with that Revolution Skincare one for kind of like maximum benefit. Now, rounding out the top 3, we have the beauty of Joseon Retinol Eye Cream. This new launch, literally I think it hit the market like 3 months ago, taking the world by storm. Really difficult to get your hands on because it's sold out just about everywhere. But I think the reason it's sold out is it performs so well. People have bought multiple units because they never want to be without it. I tried it, I loved it. It's actually, I borrowed my friends who got her hands on it before me. I was super, super jealous, and I fell in love with it. I do have a couple on order that are winging their way to me as we speak, but it seems to be taking forever. I'm really jealous because this is such a wonderful formulation. It's got a retinol based formulation. So retinoids come in different forms, and I covered in a recent video why I think retinol is like the very best of the best, and I'll leave a link to that video up there. It can command a ridiculously high price point, so I always appreciate brands like Beauty of Joseon, Geek and Gorgeous that formulate products with retinol at a drugstore at an affordable price, which is what you get with this eye cream. Now, it's so gentle. I know a lot of people that actually use this as their retinoid all over the face, which, you know, is absolutely an option, though I'm going to be using mine just targeted on the eye area because I reached the Geek and Gorgeous retinol for the rest of my face. So gentle, packed with humectants, beautiful calming and soothing botanicals, and it's got a great number of moisturisers in here too. So there is practically zero risk of any dryness and irritation from that retinol, and it just helps to boost the levels of collagen under the eye, smooth everything out for some great anti-aging benefit. If like your primary concern when it comes to reaching for an eye cream is anti-aging, this is probably the one that I would go for. If you're media prone, you might want to reach for the face theory one, and for that gorgeous glow up on a morning, Revolution Skincare has got you covered. Hopefully throughout this video I've demonstrated the true value a good, well-formulated eye cream can bring to your skincare routine. I think they have multiple different benefits that you just can't get from standard moisturisers and other steps. However, if you don't have time to do a specific eye cream, or maybe you don't have the budget to reach for a standalone product, two of my go-to serums that I use on the rest of my face can absolutely be used under the eye to bring some great benefit. And it's these two. This is the Ordinary Azuraline solution, wonderful under the eye to hydrate, smooth everything out for some great anti-aging benefit. And this is the Geeka Gorgeous Stress Less Serum. If you're suffering with puffiness and inflammation under the eye, this is a really great option because it's got oat derivatives that are going to calm, soothe any inflammation, and it'll also hydrate at the same time. So these two are both serums that I use across the whole face that if you're in a bit of a rush or you don't want to buy a standalone product, you can absolutely use under the eye, on the eyelid, and get some really great long-term benefits too. You don't need an eye cream in your life, but any of these that feature in the top 3 would definitely be a welcome addition to your routine. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.